So another thing we can do is for each character, one of the properties available is going to be the type of pathing. So for instance, this player on this grid could be using a the grid pathing here for the path finding, but you may want it to, as a for instance, you may want it to go to random points rather than having the user click to where it should go. If you want it to go something like this, one of the things you have to do is change the player itself into an AI. So for instance, oh, there we go, AI settings. So we'll turn on the AI option for it. And then also, I'm just going to make sure I turn off the option for the player to be able to do these. So at this point, we're just turning AI on and then choosing random point. And then the pathfinding, we'll just simply pick a new point. Players can automatically walk there and then just continue this way. Along with each point, though, kind of a fun thing with it here, let me show you on this one, is that the increments between movement, you can actually decide how long you want him to, the character to be at that spot. So for instance, let's see, we'll do Seeker. So on this one, I might want to have, like for instance, the delay between moves. Let's say it takes, we'll actually do it long enough so you can tell that he's stopping, that she's stopping here. So we'll do 2 seconds between each point right here. And then when he gets to the end of the path, we'll make him wait, we'll say 4 seconds. Alright. So with that set up, now this is one of those things where you can also just do end of the path only. It could look like the player is going to somewhere, having to stop, do something, and then go to another spot. So, and create a little bit of a sense of intelligence for them just visually when you see players walking around and stuff, choosing places. So you get the 2 seconds, 2 seconds, and then 4 seconds stop, and then the repath happens after that. Alright, very cool. And along with that one, just one last one here on this video. We'll do a for the Seeker. The other element to it, these are going to be working right now. They're just snap to grid only, but eventually it'll be current position as well, so that you can be a little bit more free with where they click and where they end up. I'm going to take these back to 0. The other thing though is the end early distance, which is pretty cool because at this point you could actually say, is basically think threshold. When they get close to a point, you can actually say they're already there. So the higher the number, the quicker they get to a point before they choose the next point for it. So we'll do that one real quick so you can see it. I'm going to turn the grid off in game time. There we go. So now we have the player. So when they walk, notice when they get to here, they're actually going to kind of curve. See how they kind of curved around the corners? And it's just simply, they've already gotten to that point. So if you want something to feel a little bit more natural, like they're not directly on a point, you can kind of use it that way, and you kind of have that type of feel to it. Alright, cool. So it's going to be the basic setup on the random elements and some of those pieces with the pausing and ending and stuff between each of the waypoints and the endpoints.